Today, I'm doing something that's new for my channel. I'm making a clay figurine of Curtified. I first made some armature of a cat out of tinfoil and tape. Then, I covered it with thin pieces of polymer clay. The clay that I have is extremely close to my own skin color, so it kind of looks like I'm making a cat out of my own skin. I then take a long time to smooth it out, because I don't want a bumpy cat. I'm not going for realism, but rather a cartoony look. Every now and then, I'll add some pieces of clay if I don't think it's the right shape. Usually, you don't want it to be too thick, but it's okay as long as you bake it in the oven long enough. You may be wondering why I now have some white clay. Well, it's actually cause clay. If you don't know, it's a type of clay that remains flexible even after baking. This means pieces are way less breakable. It's nice for thinner pieces, like this tail, and places with no armature supporting it, although it's very crumbly and messy at first, so you need to knead it well. Then I rolled a big hunk of clay into a ball for his pumpkin head. I made sure to attach it well. I placed the stem on top, along with 2 large cat ears. Next, for the snout, I placed 2 balls on the face, then a nose. I usually leave smaller details like that tooth for the end so it doesn't get smushed. But I didn't know if I even wanted the figure to have a tooth, so I decided to just go with it and see how it looks. I was hesitant to start on the eyes because usually when drawing, I just Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V the other eye. But with sculpting, I actually have to make 2 separate eyes. I actually have to try. It's almost as if I'm carving a real pumpkin that's skin color and very small. I'm pretty proud of myself on this. The triangles look relatively even and an equal distance away from each other. You can tell I'm getting to the end of a project because I'm adding small details like fur. In the end, they ended up getting squished, and I don't know how much they look like fur. Kinda look like bumps. And you know I don't want a bumpy cat. I almost forgot to add the creases of the pumpkin. The last step of me working with clay is to brush it with rubbing alcohol. This removes any fingerprints or small dents I left behind. The only downside is that it smells so bad. It's finally baked and looking like a cat. As you can see, the tail is flexible and can be moved around. Man, I love this stuff. Now it's time to paint. Oh, look at me, almost dipping the end of my paintbrush into the paint. How pathetic. I'm painting the whole figure with a nice coat of orange. However, the paint is really transparent and basically took a million coats. And I'm not talking about the clothing. Ah, I see I already have paint on my arm. I wonder what I was painting. Can you guess? Yeah, you're right, it was a frog. Because of the magic of editing, you can see the bright color. Look at it, so beautiful. Oh, a little wag there. I'll just ignore that. This is hard to see on camera, but I'm adding a darker shade of orange to darken the creases of the head. Now with my shaky hands, I'm carefully painting the inside of the eyes. I had to look at a reference photo because for some reason I thought the eyes were yellow, as if there was a candle inside him. I know, I'm such a fake fan. Time to paint the stripes. On Curtified's actual Roblox skin, there are a lot of stripes, and you know, I didn't feel like doing that, so I only added a couple. Painting the tip of the tail, it looks like I sped it up. Nope, I'm just really fast. Now I begin painting the white belly. For some reason, after it dried, the paint cracked and I had no idea why. So, I fortunately had another bottle and I used that instead. Maybe it was just old paint, maybe it hated me, who knows. The most satisfying part was dotting on the paw pads. And with that, he's finally finished. Here's some great footage of him outside. And here's a photo of Curtified finally touching grass. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!